Morning. Welcome. Well, good night, because in some part of the world we are maybe sleeping. Being international is, well, anyways, let's get to the math lesson for today. I have a straightforward question for you, my audience. And I'm sorry I didn't prepare so well, but I ran into some issues with people who are lacking love. So let's work with math. Like, as you know, and it's interesting because all over the world, I think that languages allow us to communicate, to share so many things, including their pain, sorrow, and even love. And so languages is the best, French for love, I don't know. But I do understand, I'm biased. I mean, I love the precise language of mathematics. Still a language, just like Spanish, but we have a different domain. All right, so let's jump right into it. Out of these two equations, equation number one here, or equation number two, which one will you pick? And I want to point out before you pick that the U here has changed from this one. Now, because the color of the symbol has changed. Now here, everything looks the same. Pay attention to the type of balancing act or equation that we're doing, which is here. And then the U that you get after this is the same one that you started with because it's in the same color. So which one will you prefer? Well, what I have noticed is that because of, I mean, so much misunderstanding, I would say that 90% of the world would choose equation number two, which means basically if if you are you and you add some sort of a, let's say love, right? This is a symbol for love. That's going to give you an equation that is going to give you a you, but maybe more happy, more gentle, and so on and so on. And most people prefer that one, which, and you know, media in nowadays, they love that one because it's easy to sell, it's easy to make money on it, and indoctrinate people on that one. However, I chose the first one. And so in my choice, I guess once again, the reason and I'm going to say it mathematically, the reason why I think the world should choose the number one is because the second one is an equation, is a balance equation, which means that the author, the one that wrote it down, already made the equation into a balance and gave it to you. There is nothing to be done. He's just telling you in a statement because it's already balanced. He's not telling you what kind of love you have to do, what kind of you you're gonna become, or why you started with. None of that. He's just telling you these are the variables or elements. Putting into this equation, they balance. So perhaps if whatever definition they have of love and but we have a tendency to kind of say oh we know what love is, right? um but and so people choose this one. However, I like the first one a lot more. The reason is because what this basically is telling you is that you take the you that you think you are or you are and you add it, you add love, right? But there, and then what happened here is that even if you do that, you go into this type of balancing, which it says you're still gonna be less than the you that you started with. And this it's hard work to prove. And so and as we can see, even if you are in love, you still have less than the you that you started with. That doesn't make sense. Can I make it make sense? Well, yes. Look, when somebody gives you what they think of what the balance is and things that are balanced, perhaps that's their notion of balancing. The universe has its own balancing. And I think that at least for us human beings, I think it's better that we strive to get to higher levels, knowing that you might never get there. When you are born, you come into this world, that's the you that started this game, right? And to me, it's really hard. That's why I love my children, all children for that matter, because when you're coming into this world, what in the world can you add to that amazing thing that is gonna give you more than what you started with? But the human experience is something too complex, and the matrix. Oh well, we're in the matrix. Okay, that's it. Have a good day, and hopefully later on we can focus on real math like algebra and stuff. Okay,